all go through our changes and realizations. I was a leftist, realized that was not for me. Now I'm kind of politically homeless / politically non-binary. I'm sure many of you have had your similar transitions, but sometimes these wake-up calls come from unlikely sources. And today, it's coming from female rapper Cardi B. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.
Guys, before we get into this video, if you'd like to support the work I'm doing on this channel, I have a Patreon. The link's in the description down below. Sign up if you want to, no pressure. Now, as I said before, Cardi B, female rapper, has come forward and said she's gone through a wake-up call. Now, what led to that wake-up call? I will let her tell you herself, but she's realizing after endorsing President Joe Biden that maybe she's done endorsing candidates altogether. Of course, as this is Cardi B, I have to give you a language warning. Now let's watch.
Angry bitch right now. I'm an angry ass bitch right now. I'm an angry bitch. Y'all need to get in here because I'm about to go off right now. Right now. Yeah, I'm about to go off right now. Come on in. Hold up. Oh, y'all outside because usually I be having like 30,000 people by now, but I have 24,000. I need y'all to spread this video, and if something happens to me, it's because I'm speaking truth. So God forbid something happens to me or my family or some shit, is because the niggas is after me because I'm speaking the truth.
Man, the intro to this video is like, what is she about to talk about? Is she about to start some rap beef with another rapper? Is she about to talk about the Illuminati? Is she gonna come after Diddy? And then it ends up being something totally different.
And here's the truth, right? In New York, there is a 120 million budget cut. There's a 120 million budget cut in New York that is going to affect schools, public libraries, and the police department. Y'all know I don't give a fuck about the cops, but like it is what it is. There's going to be an $120 million budget cut with schools, with the libraries, and the cops, and the police department. And a $5 million budget cut in sanitation. Of a budget cut in sanitation. Bitch, we're going to be drowning with rats. We're going to be drowning in rats.
And I know this is like New York specific, but think about all the budget cuts that are happening all over the United States of America and where you're getting the short end of the stick. And where is our money going? Billions of dollars are going overseas. And remember when New York said they were going to be fixing that rat problem? They got the whole rat czar or whatever. They were searching all over the nation to find the specific rat expert that was going to take care of things. And now they're cutting $120 million.
So we are going to be having a budget cut on these shits. Mind you, this is what I'm telling y'all, I'm not this year. Don't ask me. I don't give a the resume that they send. I don't give a I'm not endorsing no presidents no more. Because how is there a $100 million budget cut in New York City for schools, library, police safety, and sanitation? Yeah, Joe Biden's talking about like, yeah, we could fund 2 wars. We could fund 2 wars. Motherfuckers talking about we don't got it, but we got it. Like we're the greatest nation. No, the fuck we're not. We're going through some shit right now. Like, say it. Say it. We really going through, we really are right now. $120 million. Like, where these kids are gonna go? Like, I'm lucky. I'm blessed. I'm whatever the but like, what's gonna happen to my nieces? What's gonna happen to my nephews? What's gonna happen to my cousins, my aunts, my friends?
I love that she is talking about this. And, you know, Cardi B has such a massive audience. And sometimes she has used that for good things. Other times she has not. And I should go ahead and put out this disclaimer. You know, every time a celebrity comes out and says something that we agree with, some people champion the celebrity. We're not championing the celebrity. We're just saying that this particular statement is a good statement and it needs to be talked about, and that she is speaking to an audience that is probably typically not getting this statement. So whether we like it or not, when celebrities talk like this, it does a lot to persuade people. I'm not advocating that we get celebrities to do it, that we push celebrities to do this. All I'm saying is the fact that she said, I have it in me to hit live right now and talk about this, and this is what's on my mind. Hey, we'll take it. But on to what she was talking about. She said straight up, we do not have the means to be funding 2 wars. And you know what she's talking about? She's talking about Ukraine and she's talking about Israel. And we've spent billions billions with a B of dollars. And she's here talking about $120 million that have been cut from the budgets in New York. So think about that money nationwide that has been used, your tax dollars going overseas to people who are not your fellow citizens. And there's one view that people have that the US should constantly be helping in foreign conflicts. But what about the conflicts that are occurring right here on our own soil? What about kids in schooling, which is very, very far behind in comparison to other countries? What about sanitation? What about homeless veterans? What about those who don't have fresh water? There is a ton of stuff that we could be doing right here on our own soil that we are not doing, and instead we are moving into foreign conflicts and funding wars. Cardi B is 100% right on this one.
That's living in the hood. The hood, like my shit. Like, I don't give a if I live in Jersey, bitch. I'm from the Bronx. I don't want to see my shit affected. The Bronx, Brooklyn, it's gonna affect the whole New York. 120 million budget cut on schools, libraries, police department, and sanitation. Bitch, New York is already super dirty. Like, yo, you know what's embarrassing? Like, it's like, you know, like, I know people from California, I know people from Atlanta, so I always be like, yeah, New York is the greatest place in the world. Yeah, they be like, New York is dirty, and it is dirty, and we're gonna get even dirtier with the budget cut. And yeah, we talking about we could fund 2 wars. That's like a nigga trying to front like, yeah, I got the money to support 2 bitches, but you really don't.
I love the analogy. You know what? Some people need to hear it broken down that way. She said funding 2 wars is like a man thinking that he can fund 2 women with his lifestyle when he really can't. He does not have the money to support 2 women. Yet he's going around boasting about all the women he can take on, all the money he has, when he really doesn't have it. And that's exactly what is happening in the US. When you state it like that, it's gonna land for a lot of people, and it is what it is.
Y'all talk about y'all don't make negotiation with the odds. Well, y'all need to sit the down with these people and find agreement. No, we cannot fund these wars. We can't. Keep it a bean. We can't. Like, y'all doing budget cuts on the biggest city in the United States. Stop playing with me. This shit is getting out of hand. We're really going, they don't want to say the word, but we're going through a recession right now. We really, really, really are. And Major Eric said it. There is a budget cut going on in New York. And little by little, it's going to go in y'all states. Okay? This is fucking crazy. And then, you know what? I told myself this week, like, yo, the internet right now is too dark, because celebrity drama, of course, we love it. We infuse with it. We watch it. But it's like, yo, that's little of what's really going on in the world right now. That's nothing compared to what's going on in the world right now. The world is in shambles.
And that's really, you know, the statement that went viral from Cardi B. There's a lot of things to unpack here. We've already spoken about many of them. I love that she came straight forward and said, guess what? We are in a recession. I don't know why they don't want to tell you that right now. And the reason they don't want to sit you down and tell you that is because then you have to grapple with the fact that they are using your hard-earned money, your tax dollars, for other people when we are dealing with problems right here in the United States of America. And Cardi B manages to differentiate herself from other people. She's saying, you know what? I've got money, you know, bag is secured from the rapping that she's been doing, from the music industry, all this other stuff that she's doing. But she's worried about her nieces, her nephews, the generations that come after her, people who are living in the hood, people who do not have the means that she has. And I think it's important that that distinction is made, that she's self-aware enough to know that, yes, this is going to affect me differently than it affects other people, but I'm concerned about other people. And even if you take, you know, lower income people out of the equation, it's still going to come to affect her. The cities are getting so horrible that no one is safe from the just vile environment that is being created, even the Cardi B's of the world. And I'm not sure if you all saw this, but in San Francisco, Xi Jinping came in and all these foreign leaders, and they decided to clean up San Francisco for these foreign leaders to come and experience the city, but they can't manage to do that for the American people. So we know that these individuals are capable of solving these problems, but guess what? If they solve all your problems, they have nothing to run on. They have nothing to complain about. They have nothing to tell you that you need to fight for. for when the next election cycle comes around. So I can totally understand why she's saying, I might sit this one out. I'm not going to be endorsing any candidates because I don't want to be responsible for the horrific outcomes that come on the other side of it. And I think that's a sense of humility that not a lot of people have. Sure, you go and you cast your ballot and you vote and you pat yourself on the back, but that pat on the back is really worth nothing if you don't check back in to see where your vote has gone, what you have supported, how it has affected you and your community. And it seems like Cardi B is grappling with the fact that her vote and her endorsement didn't do any good for her or her community. I can only imagine how much taxes she pays based on the money that she makes, but it's a lot. And to see it wasted or used for things that you don't support can be a little heartbreaking and can be a wake-up call. And you know I take celebrity opinions with a grain of salt. I don't put too much weight into this other than the fact that I think a lot of people need to hear this message in the way that she stated it, whether we like it or not. And that I will take. And I'm curious to see how people respond to this, how she is received for saying this. She didn't necessarily take a stance on a particular politician, although we can read between the lines a little bit. And I think her saying, I'm just not going to endorse anybody, may be powerful in that people aren't going to judge her for moving the pendulum in another direction. And maybe they'll just sit and listen to the words that she's saying and make the connection themselves. That's what we can hope. And at the end of the day, I'll take a good take from an unexpected source. But I'm curious to hear your thoughts on this video. I know it was a lot. Cardi B has a way with words. Drop your thoughts in the comments down below. As always, if you disagree with me, I encourage healthy debate, so duke it out, but do so respectfully. And if you like this video, like, subscribe, click the notification bell to be notified every single time I post a video for you guys, which is every day. And I will see you next time.
Yeah, you better. Yeah, you better.